Alright guys, we're gonna do a little take two and restart the live stream. Here, as you can see, we have our first organic chemistry problem that we're gonna solve. Crystal, how's it going? Good to see you. Alright gang, so I'm gonna go ahead and just jump into the next problem. Beautiful. So what we just answered was electrophilic addition here. Hey, how you doing? Always good to see you. So what you up to? Remind me one more time. I forgot. Are you like in college, or you're like doing like, what are you doing? Are you doing like med school or something? I totally forgot. Oh, you're in college right now? What's your major? How's it going? Still surviving? Oh my gosh, second year? Still surviving, still doing all right? What are you taking this semester? Oh, you're chemical. Oh my gosh. You already know I'm chemical, right? Do you like it or do you hate it? Because I thought chemical engineering was like annoying at first, but low-key, I started to like it. Tell me, do you like it or do you hate it? BDR, how's it going, my friend? How's your exam? How you doing? Orgo, Calc 2, Bio, and Communications. Okay. It's hard, not gonna lie. But I like it. Alright, beautiful. As long as you like it, that's all that matters. As long as you like it, that's all that matters, because you don't have to be amazing at it yet, okay? Just be patient with yourself. I'm sure you're going to do great. Orgo 2 is pretty hard, so you already know I got you if you have any questions for that, alright? Just got done with the exam. There were literally 4 isomer questions. He rage baited so hard. Dang. Are you serious? Alkynes? Of course, I got you. You want me to do alkynes, Crystal? You're always popping in, so I would love to do whatever you like, my friend. Dude, BDR, did he drop? I'm sure he didn't release the exam, right? If he did, let me know. I would love to go over it. I'm sure he didn't release the exam, right? But if he did, let me know. I would love to check that out. So with this, I get confused. Why should I be asking myself to solve this? Okay, Crystal, I'm gonna do this problem real quick. If you stick around, I'm gonna jump to alkynes. I gotta do this problem real quick because I already have it up on the screen here. All right, and he's pushing for a lot of it for exam 2. Do you send unit operations? Of course. My background's in chemical engineering, so of course I do unit operations. So when I see a problem like this, I see that I have an alkyne. I have a diene here, and I have a diene, and I see I have HCl. Okay, so guys, we're gonna go over this problem right now. Okay. So when I see a problem like this, I see that I have a diene, okay, because I have 2 enes and I have HCl. So what's the first thing that we gotta do? Well, I know that the strong acid is gonna serve as a proton donor, right? So what is a proton donor gonna do, Chad? Okay, so proton donor is going to, well, we're gonna have our alkene here attack that. So I'm gonna use my alkene to attack the proton, just like that. So I'm gonna attack this proton and then feed in just like that. Okay, all right. Now I gotta lock in for physics, going over circuits. Dude, you know I got you for circuits too, by the way, right? You know I got you for circuits. Parallel versus series. Yep. Don't get confused by that. Don't get tripped up. Alright, so now I attack this guy, and I'm gonna generate effectively, okay? Wait a sec, let me go back real quick. Hold on. Let me go back real quick. Let me undo this. Let me undo this real quick. Do you do algebra 2? Of course. I got you. What are you going over for algebra 2? So what I'm going to do, actually, I need to ask myself, which of my carbons, I need to identify where protonation can occur. And so it can either occur here, 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 or here. So among these 4 positions, I'm only going to have this one be resonance stabilized. So I must explore the protonation at each of these positions. So let's suppose that I protonate over here. What's that going to look like? The person that asked about algebra 2, what are you going over? I'd love to help you out. Okay? And so then I'm going to have my HCl be attacked by this guy over here. Okay? And don't get stuck with analysis paralysis. I'm going to go one at a time and just kind of, in a way, guess what that's going to help out with. Guys, anyone that's joining into the chat, welcome in. My name is Dr. Drew. I go live every single week to answer your STEM questions. And right now we're going over organic chemistry. Questions are going to be answered first come, first serve. Right after this, we're going to do alkynes. And then got to do algebra 2. Equation is 2 equals y over y plus 3 minus 3 over y minus 5. All right, Mia, if you stick around for about 5-10 minutes, I'm going to address your question, okay? And then right now, I'm going to have a Cl minus. Okay, so my Cl minus is going to come in and attack the bottom side just like that. And I'm going to have my first product, okay? So it was a 2-step process. I had to protonate one of the alkenes and generate that first product. Thank you, Steve. I need a break from Orgo. I'm going crazy. It'd be like that. I know, it'd be like that. But one thing I could have also done, thank you, Steve, good to see you. One thing I could have also done is resonance. So what if I do a little bit of resonance here, move over this double bond? That's going to allow me to create another resonance structure. So notice I'm moving my double bond just like that. Yo, Jeremiah, do you have any videos on sigma pi bonding? Unfortunately, I don't. Not yet. But thanks for the suggestion. I can definitely get to that ASAP. Do you mean sigma pi bonds for Gen Chem or OChem? Jeremiah, do you mean sigma and pi bonds for general chemistry or organic chemistry? Bro, is that you in your profile picture? Is that you? Are you actually that jacked? Dude, good job. All right, and then this is gonna be Cl minus is gonna come in and attack here. And we have my plus charge here. I'm gonna attack that like that. And perfect, I have second product here on the right hand side. Okay, and all right, that's for OChem. All right, I'm gonna have that. Okay, so that's gonna be my 2 products. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to put a Cl here. Okay, so that's gonna be my second product, guys. Let me know if there's any questions there. Anyone that's joining into the chat, guys, I'm Dr. Drew, PhD in chemical engineering, and my friend that asked about who is next, Maya, I got you right after. So Maya's gonna be second. Next is going to be Crystal. Crystal, are you still here? You want to do alkynes next, my friend? I just want to share this real quick, Crystal. I'm gonna send this to you. Crystal, are you in the Discord? You're gonna need this, my friend. I'm gonna share this with you right now. So this is gonna be all the reactions that you're gonna need for alkynes. Okay, so I'm gonna drop this in the chemistry channel literally right now. And then guys, anyone that wants to join the Discord, I have a free Discord community. If you're in the Discord already, do me a huge favor and vouch for me. Guys, do you love the community, or is there anything that we can work on? So I'm gonna share this right now. Bear with me one sec, chat. I'm taking a screenshot. In the meantime, go ahead and comment down below. What's your major? Are you in high school or college? Comment down below. If you're in college, let me know what's your major and what are you guys taking right now? What classes do you have right now? What's causing you? What are you excited for this semester? What's causing you stress? Okay. What the heck is jigglenomics? What even is that? What the I don't do inorganic. No, that's a good question though. Unfortunately, I don't do inorganic. Okay, Crystal, let me know if you see that. We have this guy in the Discord. This is all the reactions you're gonna need for alkynes. Let me pull that back up, hold on. This is all the reactions you need for alkynes. And sometimes people ask me, how do you memorize all that? You don't really, okay. Organic chemistry isn't really memorizing per se. It's kind of like, it's practicing with a little bit of memorizing. It's more about practicing the number of reactions. So how are you gonna read this? All right, so we're gonna go one at a time and read carefully. For example, if you have halides attached to an R group and you see you have NaNH2, okay, boom, alkyne. So some of these are used to create alkynes and some of them are using alkynes to prepare something else, okay? So you kind of have to just go one at a time. What do I recommend? Flashcards. You got to do flashcards, all right? Kiko, welcome in. Gibbs, welcome in. A Void, thank you for the follow. And yeah, try this out, Crystal. If you need any practice problems, I'm going to send them to you right after this too. So I'm going to send you the practice problems. Basically, I'm just going to send you the textbook. And honestly, girl, that's going to be everything you need for organic chem. Okay, trust me. But more than anything, I recommend you practice and study the mechanisms. And yeah, like, you know, going through the reactions, okay? Like, I'll be happy to teach you if you get stuck, but really it's a matter of going through the practice problems, okay? Lito, welcome in. Mad Bricks, can you help me with lead code? Unfortunately, I don't do coding, my friend, no. I chose to stick away from that route. I'm not a coder, guys. Actually, I know C and Python, but not enough for a CS degree. And then my friend that asked about algebra, are you still here? Thank you for your patience, Maya. Maya, if you're still here, you're up next. We're going to go over your algebra question right now. And then comment the word here if you're still here, my friend. Otherwise, guys, feel free to comment down a question down below. This is Dr. Drew. I go live every week to answer your STEM questions. How's everyone doing? Comment down below. What's your major? What do you study right now? Do you go to college? Do you go to high school? I think when people who don't know this, they're overwhelmed. Should be shown bit by bit. Absolutely. Organic chemistry is definitely going to be overwhelming the first time you see it. Thank you, Maya. Is it Maya or Mia? So guys, our friend Mia in the chat just dropped a question. We're going to go over it right now. So the equation is 2 equals y over y plus 3 minus 3 over y minus 5. Beautiful. Love it. Guys, do me a favor and help us out here. We're going to solve this together. What's up, Kieran? How's it going? GGG. Thank you for the follow. Wait, that's GG, 4 Gs. How's it going, everybody? Guys, do me a favor. We're going to solve this together. This one might be, I'm not going to lie, this is going to be not easy, but not hard. This is going to be medium level. So when I see something like this, what's the first thing we got to do? Everyone doing OChem, well, I'm scared to even sign up for regular chem. Dude, don't be scared for regular chem. I know it's scary. Trust me, I struggle with it a lot too, okay? If you get scared with it, you got to check on my TikToks. You got to join the Discord community, twin. I got practice problems and videos out for you to help you. Okay, guys, so when I see a problem like this, I see a fraction. And then Maya, if this is correct, go ahead and do me a favor and drop a thumbs up if we're so far so good. Okay, if I mistakenly wrote something wrong, please let me know ASAP. I have a fraction. In mathematics, we hate fractions, everybody. Exactly, we have a common denominator. Beautiful. So what's the common denominator? I see this guy has a y plus 3, and this guy has a y minus 5, and this guy has a 1. So one time someone asked me how to solve like something like this. And if you're not sure, we're going to multiply by everything. So I'm going to multiply by all of the denominators here. Namely, I'm going to multiply by a 1 times a y plus 3 times a y minus 5. Okay? On the right hand side and the left hand side. So meaning, I'm going to again multiply the left hand side. Okay? Okay? Times a y plus 3 times a y minus 5, right? Beautiful. So what's that going to do? That's going to cancel out my y plus 3 and my y minus 5. Because I hate fractions, guys. I don't hate fractions, but in algebra, fractions are really hard to work with. Good job, Maya. Seems like you got that. We got y plus 3 times y minus 5, right? And guys, remember I can do OChem, Gen Chem, Math, Physics. Keep those questions coming. I'm going to get to it in order. First come, first serve. So if you have a question, now's your chance. Okay? I do have a PhD in chemical engineering and I can help out with all these STEM subjects. So now I have this term here. It's going to be 3 times y plus 3 times y minus 5. Okay, there's not much we can do here. We're gonna have to brute force it. I'm gonna have to distribute each of these terms. So I'm gonna have a 2 times a, okay, do you know FOIL, Maya? FOIL each of these terms just like that. So I have a 2 times a y squared minus a 5 times y plus a 3 times y minus a 15. Do you see how I did that? If I got anyone lost at any point, just comment down the word lost or crying emoji. Alright, if you got lost, just comment a crying emoji if I need to go back and re-explain something. Exactly. So then I have equals y minus FOIL here as well. So FOIL outside, inside, last. Beautiful. So that's going to be y squared minus 5y plus 3y minus 15. Notice how I still have to distribute my what? My 2 on the left and my 3 on the right. So this is a good one, Maya. I don't know about you, but I'm having fun so far, so good. But again, if I lost you at any point, just comment down below. Now I have a minus 3 plus a 5. No, excuse me, minus 5 plus a 3. Minus 5 plus 3, that's minus 2. Y times a 2 is a minus 4. So I kind of did 2 steps in one. Once again, if I went too fast, let me know. So I did a minus 5 plus 3, that's minus 2, times 2 is minus 4. Okay, minus 15 times 2, minus 30. Okay, I'm going fast because this is for the sake of the live stream, but if you want me to break it down further, I'll be happy to do so. Then I'm going to have minus 3 y squared. Once again, I have minus 5 plus 3, that's going to be minus 2. Times a minus 3 is a plus 6y if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully I'm not making any typos. Maybe I'm going a little bit too fast. Hopefully I'm not making any typos here. It looks a little bit nasty, but nothing to be scared of here. Let's just double check we have everything. Miriam, welcome into the chat. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Hopefully I'm not making any typos here. I'm gonna keep going and let's see what we got. Okay, so at the end of the day, I have a minus 3y squared. I'm gonna add it to my 2y squared. Okay, so I have my 3y squared I'm gonna add here. While I'm doing that, I'm also gonna go ahead and subtract my 6y to both sides. And I'm gonna subtract my 45 to both sides as well. So I can cancel out this, cancel out that, and cancel out that. Not recommended. I'm doing a lot of steps in one. Okay, I want you to do it step by step, but I'm just going quickly here so that we can see this, and then you can always rewatch the video at the end. Okay, hopefully there's not many mistakes here. So I have a 2y squared plus a 3y squared. This is a 5y squared. Okay, minus 4 minus 6 minus y, that's minus 11y if I'm not mistaken. Minus 30 minus 45, that's going to be a minus 65. Okay, equals 0. Equals 0. Okay. So now I'm a little bit concerned, Maya. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit concerned. I see I have some, oh, this is 75? 75. I have some primes here. How are we going to break this down further? How are we going to break this down further, chat? We can discuss this together. And guys, so I'm just going through this problem here, and then again, feel free to comment down below what you're going to need help on. So now I have this equation here. Ooh, what's the snowflake method? y plus 3, y minus 5, y squared. Oh no, everybody. Oh man. Okay, I have something wrong here. I do apologize. I have to go back. I found my mistake. I'm so sorry. Okay, all of this is wrong. I gotta go back to it. I apologize. So I multiplied this by y plus 5, but I totally forgot to distribute that. Okay, so I'm gonna keep this term, and chat, I apologize. I'm gonna start over, okay? Sorry. Let's try one more time, okay? I'm gonna be really careful this time. So I'm gonna try one more time. I'm gonna start that equation from scratch. I have 2 equals y over y plus 3 minus 3 over y minus 5. Okay, ready? All right, so I have 2 equals y over y plus 3 minus 3 over y minus 5. So remember, the first thing we have to do is multiply both sides by the common denominator. So I'm going to multiply both sides by the common denominator. This is a y plus 3 times a y minus 5. Now, I'm going to multiply the left-hand side and the right-hand side by that y plus 3 times a y minus 5. Okay, so the mistake I did was I forgot to cancel out this and this, okay? And I forgot to distribute this just like that. So what that's going to do is my left hand's still going to be the same. It's still going to be a 2 times a y plus 3 times a y minus 5. Are you still with me? I'm going to keep going. Now I'm going to have my y. The y plus 3 canceled out, but I'm still going to have my y minus 5. So I'm going to have y times y minus 5, right? Minus a 3. The y minus 5 is still there, is canceled out rather, and that's going to be times y plus 3. Okay, so now this is right here. Now we have to distribute this, and the right hand side is actually a little bit easier than last time here. Okay, exactly. So when you write out the right hand side, some of this is going to cancel out, and we're going to keep this. All right, still with me? Let me know. Now the left hand side, we're going to do that one more time. This is going to be 2 times FOIL the left hand side. This is y times y. That's going to give y squared plus y times 5. That's plus 5y plus a 3y minus a 15. Okay, so that's y squared minus, that should be a minus 5y plus 3y minus 15. On TikTok, right side is cut off. Oh, sorry about that. How about that? How about that? Better? There we go. Okay. Yep, I know it's a little bit small, guys. Sorry about that. So now on the right-hand side, hi, Leslie, minus 5y. You added these terms. Minus 5y was from the foiling part. Okay. And then the right-hand side is going to be what? Well, I have my FOIL here is y times y and 5 times y. So that's going to be y squared minus 5y, right? And then plus, well, I have a minus 3 times a y. I'm going to distribute this part. So that's going to be minus 3y. And then minus 3 times 3. Hi! Good to see you. We're just going through this problem, and guys, this is an algebra topic currently. We're doing OChem. We switch gears to algebra, and beautiful. So how's everyone going? So perfect. So now I have my left-hand side. Now I have to distribute my 2 into the left-hand side. Is everyone good at distributing here? I'm going to distribute this 2. Y squared minus 5 times 2 is a, what, 10y. Well, rather, I'm going to combine this term. So this is going to be negative 5 plus 3. What's negative 5 plus 3? That should be a minus 2. Minus 2 times 2 is minus 4. So I have 2y squared minus 4y. I know this is a little bit tricky now, but I highly, highly recommend you try it out on your own, right? Okay, and on the right hand side I have y squared minus 5 minus 3 is minus 8. Minus 8y minus 9. Whew. Now all I have to do is bring everything to the same side. I'm going to go ahead and move everything to the left hand side because my 2y squared term is bigger. So I'm going to subtract both sides by a y squared. And I'm going to add a 8y and I'm going to add a 9. Plus 8y plus a 9. That way I'm going to cancel out this term, that term, and that term. Beautiful. So now on the left hand side, I have a 2y squared minus a y squared. That's going to be what? So what's 2y squared minus 1y squared? Well, effectively 2 minus 1, that's just 1. Y squared, right? Minus 4 plus 8y. Minus 4y plus 8y, that's going to be what? 4y, right? And then minus 30 plus 9. So what's minus 30 plus 9? Yeah, good job, Leslie. So Leslie answered my 2y minus y squared term. Okay, so why don't you go ahead and let me know the last one. Sometimes the hardest part is the math, and what I mean by that is the arithmetic. Minus 30 plus 9, so I'm going backwards from minus 30 and going forward, so that's going to be minus 30 plus 9 minus 21 equals 0. Okay, you just started doing this in school? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That means you guys are going over the same thing. Someone asked me this question earlier. Right? So then now, beautiful. Now this is actually factorable. So there's two ways to solve this problem, chat. We turned our scary looking fraction equation in the beginning and we turned it into a quadratic. Okay? There's two ways to solve this problem. We can either use the quadratic formula, all right, or we can factor this. Now factoring, sometimes people ask me like, how do you know, all right, what to factor? And it's gonna be a matter of practice. So we have 4y. So I'm gonna help you all out here. Let me know if you already know the answer. I have y times something, y plus something times y plus something. I know we're not done yet, but be patient. It's because I messed up earlier. Sorry about that. I messed up earlier, so we had to start over. But I promise you we are almost done. Okay, can you please teach me the snowflake method? I don't know the snowflake method. So, oh wait a sec. Is the snowflake method this thing? Is the snowflake method this? Is it gonna be like something like that? Thank you, Leslie. You're a gem. So I'm thinking of what are two numbers that are going to multiply into negative 21 and add into 4. So how does this work here? Am I gonna do like a minus, gonna put like something here and something here. This is gonna be adding to 4 minus 21, something like that. Is that the snowflake method? Beautiful. 7 and 3. Okay, 7 and minus 3. So I'm gonna put a plus 7 and a minus 3. Does that make sense, everyone? Do you see how Leslie got plus 7 minus 3? Because Leslie said, hey, 7 minus 3 equals 4, and 7 times 3 minus 3 equals minus 21. Good job. So now we're almost done, and now we have two equations. We have y plus 7 equals 0, and y minus 3 equals 0. So if I solve this, my final answer is going to be negative 7 and positive 3. And we are done. Yes, both equations equal to 0 now. Okay? So let me know if there's any questions about that. Yeah, good question. And thanks again, Leslie. You're so kind. Let me zoom out so everyone can see that. And yeah, hopefully that wasn't too confusing earlier. So once again, what I did a second ago was I multiply by those factors. Of course, Leslie, it's my pleasure. You already know. Guys, I'm going to be on for about like 5-10 more minutes. And let's see. I don't see too many more questions here. The folks that asked a question earlier, let me know if you're still here. Otherwise, Leslie or Maya, feel free to chime in. Let me know if you want to do another one. Kieran, let me know if you're still here, and Jump Kits, let me know if you're still here. Yeah, guys, and anyone that's new here, I go live weekly to answer your STEM questions. Jump Kit says, I'm in Calc 2. Sometimes I struggle with factoring when there's a leading coefficient. No, literally. Sometimes the hardest part in calculus isn't even the calculus, it's actually the algebra. If no one else has a question, I'll ask another one. Please do. Drop it down below, Maya. Yeah, guys, in the meantime, I'm just going to do my little quick advertisement real quick. You already know that if you need tutoring, I got you. You can visit the website for all the information for STEM tutoring. Got you for math, gen chem, ochem, physics. And guys, we have a ton of resources at engineeringminds.co. For real, Jump Kits, isn't that true? Like, I actually got better at algebra once I took the harder stuff. Guys, I'm gonna be on for about like 5-10 more minutes, and then I don't know about you, but I'm gonna hit the gym, get some food, and call it for the rest of the night. Ooh, thank you for the hat and the mustache. Appreciate you. Thank you for the donut. I'm gonna just give you a little hand heart. Thank you, Leslie. You're the best. You're the best. Actually, you're the best. Okay. Maya got another question. Let's do this one together. This time, let's lock in chat and let's not mess this up. Okay, because last time I almost forgot to cancel something out. Okay, beautiful. So I'm going to zoom in here. And then, Maya, I'm going to copy it down. Let me know if I got it correct. It's 4 over u. No. It's 4u over u plus 3, okay, plus u equals 8 over u plus 3. Is that right? Okay, so my spikies, because my penmanship is not the best, guys. So my spikies, this is a 4. So my spiky 4s, that's a 4. And then my curvies, that's a U. That's a U, okay? Like the letter U. Okay. Can you slow down more on the calculus? That's where you get messed up. All right, we'll do. We're gonna focus on the cancellation part, because that's the hardest part, literally. Okay. So we have 4u over u plus 3 plus u equals 8 over u plus 3. And so, Maya, I have a trick for you. If you're confused about what to cancel, here's a trick. Hold on, guys. Let me turn down the music for a sec. I kind of want to lock in. I'm just going to pause the music real quick. So all of these are basically fractions. Everything's a fraction, right? Even the number 4 is a fraction because everything can be written divided by 1. So I'm going to put a 1 over this one, right? Because everything's a fraction. Okay. So if I don't know what's the common denominator, because I'm still kind of learning this, I'm still kind of scared of figuring out the common denominator, I don't have to pick. I'm just going to choose everything as the common denominator and multiply everything to cancel it out. So what do I mean by that? So I'm going to let this be part of the common denominator. I'm going to let the number 1 be a part of the common denominator, and I'm going to let the u plus 3 be a common denominator. As soon as I told this to my client, she was like, oh, that one was a game changer for her. So that way I don't have to think. I don't have to stress about what's the common denominator. Everything's the common denominator, right? So now I have on the left-hand side, I'm going to multiply by, well, that's going to be my u plus 3 times a 1 times a u plus 3. Well, everything times 1 is just 1, so I'm just going to erase that. And then so now it's like, oh, that's what you mean, because my common denominator is literally just the rest of it. So I included the 1 just to show you, but anything times 1 is just 1. So I don't really even got to do anything to that. Okay? And on whatever you do to the left-hand side, we got to do to the other side. So I'm going to do the same thing. Wait, is that u plus 3? Did I do that right? This one's even easier because they're both just u plus 3. Wait a second here. Okay, if you do that, you're going to fall into a small trap. So actually that didn't work here. Since it's all the same, I don't have to multiply by itself. Okay, Since it's all the same, I don't have to multiply by that. We only want it once, okay? We only want it one time. If it was different, that would have been the trick. But in this case, we only have one common denominator here. That's u plus 3. Okay, so everything the same, u plus 3, 1, u plus 3. Well, I already have u plus 3. Does that make sense? Hopefully I'm not confusing you there. Because now I know here on the right-hand side. Okay, so once again, let me just explain that one more time, just to make sure we're all on the same page here. So, step 1, I'm going to undo everything just to not make it confusing. Step 1, I'm going to highlight the denominator, u plus 3. Okay? My 1, I'm going to highlight that 1. And then I have a u plus 3. Oh, wait a second, that's my same here. So I'm going to make it the same color. Okay, so I only have 2 colors. So I'm only going to have 2 common denominators here. So I'm going to multiply the left-hand side by that first one, that's u plus 3. Anything times 1 is just 1, so I'm not going to include it. Then I have u plus 3 on the right-hand side. So now my blue is going to cancel out with my blue. And I'm going to cancel out this one with this one, and this one with this one. Perfect. But don't forget, you still need to distribute it here and there. So what do we have here? We're going to turn this into 4u times, okay, well, u plus 3 cancels out, so that's just times 1, plus u times u plus 3. Does that make sense? I literally just canceled that out. Yay, I get it. Okay, perfect. I'm glad you see that now. All right, and on the right-hand side, we see we have 8. Well, that canceled out. Okay, so we have 4u plus u times u plus 3. Okay, I'm assuming that was a u, right? Yeah, perfect. Okay, of course, Jackson, send it in. I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna end it soon, but if you send it to me, I'm gonna just DM you right after this. Okay, so we're gonna have, now we're just gonna distribute that u here and here. So I have 4u plus u squared plus 3u equals 8. Okay, and then beautiful. So now we're almost done. We just have to subtract both sides by 8. I don't have anything here, dude. Okay, so now I have a u squared plus a 4u plus a 3u, that's a 7u, minus 8 equals 0. Okay? All right. So we are almost done now. Now my only concern is, did I copy it down right? Because how are we going to factor this? Maya, did I copy the original question correctly? Was that 4u over u plus 3 divided by plus u equals 8 over u plus 3? So I want to see if that's good. Because then we have that 4u equals u times u plus 3, u squared plus 3u. Yeah, that's u squared plus 3u. Okay. I think I'm confusing my u's and my 4's. Okay, so we're almost done here. So I have u squared plus 7u minus 8 equals 0. So do the snowflake method here. Maya, you're going to do the snowflake method. I'm going to just do like a little guessing game here. I have u plus something times u plus something equals. Okay, so what two numbers, when I multiply them, I'm going to get a minus 8. And then when I add them, I'm going to get a 7. So we're almost done here. We just have to finish up these last two numbers. So what two numbers, when I multiply them, I'm going to get minus 8. And then when I add them, I'm going to get 7. Okay? Beautiful. So Leslie said we have u plus 8, right, times u minus 1. Does that make sense? Because 8 minus 1 equals 7. And 8 times minus 1 equals minus 8. So I'm going to set both of these equal to 0. A plus 8, u plus 8 equals 0. U minus 1 equals 0. So my final answer is going to be u equals -8 and +1. Beautiful. That was a fun one. Okay. Thank you for the suggestion. And yeah, guys, pretty much going to end it. You already know, guys. Once again, my name is Dr. Drew. Thanks a lot for joining the stream. I'm going to stay on for like 2-3 more minutes just to answer any last minute questions you guys might have, like just any like quick questions. Guys, a little bit about me. Leslie, thank you for the finger heart. When I was in school, in high school and college, I actually was not the best student, believe it or not. I struggled a lot with the subjects like Gen Chem, calculus, physics, algebra. And so now that's why it's an honor to be out here, guys, doing these live streams for y'all, because I know what it's like to be cooked for these classes. So that's why I'm building out this website. As you can see here, it's called Engineering Minds. And think of it as like Khan Academy mixed with OChem Tutor. We have the Discord, which is 100% free. We have the resources tab, which is also 100% free, so you can check out the resources. Right now we have mostly chemistry, but I'm going to try to build out these topics for math, Gen Chem, OChem, and physics. So yeah, have fun there. Check out the calculators. Check out the study guides. We got stuff on ideal gas. This one's brand new. Okay, we got stuff on substitution reactions for those taking Gen Chem, OChem, guys. All right, and yeah, my friends, thanks a lot for joining. I will see you tomorrow. My live stream schedule is up on the website. I'll be back tomorrow at 5 o'clock PST. That's 8 o'clock EST. Hit that follow button. Share the live with your friends. And yeah, Jump Kit says, man, yeah, physics was tough because I had to actually think conceptually. Exactly, right? Physics is like not just math, but you have to like think about how to draw the problems. You got to like draw the pictures and convert the pictures into math. And that's hard, really hard. All right, my friends, got a dip. Have a great rest of your night, my friends. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for the heart.